for Enoch or Justin, the last 3 bowl games you guys have played in, you've won all 3, and the defense has stepped up in all 3 of those. Can you kind of, does that month of rest, how much does that help you guys on defense heading into a game like this after coming out of November in the Big 12?
I'll let Justin answer because I've been a part of the last 2, so he can answer that, and then I'll go.
So yeah, first, our coaches and our staff, they do a great job of, taking care of our bodies and preparing us for the bowl week and the bowl game. Just on the defensive side, it's just a mentality. You go in and play somebody else from a different league, and you just, you turn on different mentality out there, and you try to, just step up for the conference you with. And I mean, everybody's just playing for each other out there, playing for the ones that are, on our side. So, I mean, right there, it's just, we turn on different mentality.
I would say the break gives us time to prepare more mentally instead of physically, because to me, football is 90% mental. So it allows us to rest our body, going with the 2 days on, 1 day off, like Coach Gundy always says. Allow us to spend time together in the film room. We all can give our point of view on certain things that we see, whether the offensive lineman, he cheats down or he looks before he goes a certain way. So I feel like it was really evident in the victory step.
Chuba and Tyron, you guys obviously had some seniors on this offense that you could learn a lot from, but I'm curious from Taylor, a guy that took over that quarterback position, what do you take away from him most as you guys head into next year as a couple of the leaders on this offense?
Taylor was very poised. I've never seen him get rattled in situations like big games. Fourth quarter, he always keep his cool, and he'll lead us by example. So we follow him, and we win as far as he took us. And we got to go and win. We got MVP. It's great to have like leaders on your team that you can look up to and learn things from and pass it down. So keep passing it down. And, just establish that culture Coach Gundy talks about. And every year you'll see a new leader because he learned from people in front of him.
Any other questions for the players?
I think everyone that interviews us at Oklahoma State knows that I love Cohen and I always supported him. And obviously he's got some hate and stuff, but I always supported him. He's a great guy on and off the field, and I wish I could back him up, say some stuff back to some of the people that are hating on him. But
how about right now?
Yeah, okay. I'll say that for next. But yeah, he's awesome. I think everyone on the team knows that, and I'm really lucky to be able to run behind him and block for him and stuff. So yeah, he's an awesome guy, and I'm really happy to have him as my QB.
Give me a big hit. Any other questions for players? Don? Yeah. That a Don Wade.
Scott, what do you got?
We'll come get you.
There's so much focus on offense, not just your team, but your league and all that. How satisfying was it for you guys to make the defensive stand there at the end, even though Ramsey got big yards, you couldn't get the yards that were needed most at the end?
It was very important for us to, not focus on what the offense did, because we knew that one play can be the difference in the game. So we went out there, we stayed focused. Some of us were tired, but we had to put that behind us because Coach Gundy preaches no fear, no frustration, no fatigue. And we went out there, put our hand in the dirt. They said hike. We had to do what we had to do to help our team come out victorious. And we know that everybody focuses on the offense, but we know Coach knows he talks about us having a singular focus and us doing what we need to do. The offense can do what they need to do, but ultimately defense gets on the field and they have to make a stop. And if the other team doesn't score, offense can make all the plays they want to, but defense, we're going to shine one way or another.
Question on the far side.
To Chuba and Tyron, just to follow up on what you were talking about earlier. What when you look around the locker room at the guys that are coming back and to finish with some momentum the way that you did, what kind of excitement do you feel about the group that you've got coming back?
We're young, You know, we had a lot of young players playing this year, so you know it's a good feeling to end on a win, especially for the seniors. But you know we got a lot to work on, and you know what we're capable of. So yeah, it's awesome.
Kind of what you said. You always want to finish the season on a good note, with a win. Just establish that culture, establish a winning culture. So you don't want to leave going into next year with a loss. You want to leave with a win and build off. Young guys starting on next year, like myself, we gotta get ready in February. We'll start right back up. So winning a bowl game is momentum going into next season. Always.
Any other questions for coach or players? One more.
Mike, for those of us that don't watch the Big 12 week in and week out, this felt like a game with a lot of craziness to it. But was it like kind of, from your perspective, a little more normal than that, except for maybe the headset issues at the beginning?
This was pretty normal for Big 12 play. As I said earlier, you need to watch more Big 12. That way you can decide who to cheer for, and then you'll have to start getting on heart medicine if you watch our teams play to pick out a team. But this is a, you know, one team could be up by 12 or 14, and then you turn around 4 minutes later and they're behind. And the coordinators, offensive coordinators in our league, are fearless when it comes to throwing the ball down the field over and over and over and over. So defenses are in tough situations, unlike other leagues, in my opinion. And so quarterback plays fantastic, just like today. Missouri's quarterback was fantastic, and Corndog was the same way. Whiteouts to go get the ball and not scared to throw it down the field. I'm going to guess if you started 8 or 10 years ago in the Liberty Bowl, you may have 3 or 4 deep balls thrown in the entire game. And we probably had 3 or 4 thrown in the first 6 minutes of the game today. And that's the difference with the play in our league. And even with other leagues now that are starting to lean toward doing the same thing the Big 12 does offensively.
Mike, thank you. Again, congratulations. Coach Jim Knowles is here. He'll be available after our award presentations. We have 4 award presentations to make. If you guys will come over and stand off to the side. The first presentation is to the offensive player of the game. That's Tyron Johnson. And making the presentation on behalf of Shell. They have a great product. Shell Rotella, now available at AutoZone.